Knowledge is indeed very powerful, especially when you make use of it. Okay? And the information I'm about to release in this video will change your life if you put it to use. And this involves everybody, all of us. Okay? It doesn't matter what part of Kenya you come from or what part of the world you come from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter what tribe you belong to or where you come from. All that is irrelevant. As long as you're a pure human being, as long as you're an authentic human being, this is important and it applies to you. Now, it has taken me years, decades, and actually I'm ashamed to say this, but that's the truth. It has taken me decades to realize that you and I, a person, is made up of the following. You're made up of your emotions, you're made up of your will, and then you're made up of your mind, which includes your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And the way these three, or four if you like, work together is very critical and indeed decides on how your life turns out. Okay? That's how important it is. The most powerful part of you never goes to sleep. It is called the subconscious. Okay? Now, if you want to understand a little more about this guy that is part of you, imagine the following situation. Okay? And of course, this is not recommended. It is very dangerous. But many of us still do it. You're driving and then you receive a call on your cell phone. And you take in the call. And it is something serious which you have to discuss. You have to think. You have to listen to the questions being asked. And you have to respond. Okay? And you don't do the wise thing, which is park your vehicle on the side and finish this conversation. You continue driving. And your whole mind is in this conversation happening on your cell phone. But you continue to drive your car. Who is driving that car? It is your subconscious mind driving that car. And you're using the whole of your conscious mind in that conversation. Now, even though your subconscious mind is driving your car for you, it is actually the most important of you. Okay? Because it is the real you. It is the one which decides who you really are and what you're capable of. But guess what? We spend most of our lives feeding the wrong information into our subconscious. We look at life negatively. It will never work. I will never make it. I will never survive these difficult times. This is the end. I've reached the end of my rope. Now I can do nothing. You're feeding that information to your subconscious, the most powerful part of you, all the time. And of course your subconscious usually replies very politely, does not complain, does not argue with what you're telling it. It says, okay. Okay. I will not make it. This is too much. It says, okay. Or you think positively and you say, I will make it. My subconscious mind is the most powerful part of me. And I know I can make it. I know I have great inner strength. I know I can do it. Your subconscious says, okay. Let me just give you one very convincing example. Because I sense a lot of us are wondering, what is Chris talking about today? This is fiction. Let me just give you one example. I'm sure you've heard of these coaches, sports. And the way they train people is that they emphasize to them to visualize that perfect goal that they'll score, or that perfect routine that they need to do, or that perfect shot, basketball shot that they need to take. And they visualize it over and over again until it enters the subconscious, so that when they do it almost instinctively. I'm sure you've heard of that. That is really what the big secret of this life is. When I fully understood this, I fully understood a verse I've been reading in the Bible for years, and I never fully understood it. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And it is about not conforming to the pattern of this world, the things which are fed into our minds all the time. Defeat, the wrong things of how weak we are and how limited we are as humans. Not conforming to that, but instead making the effort to renew your mind. Your subconscious mind is what will convincingly bring you to what you really are. And that is, you are sent here not by accident, but to do something very special that only you can do. So when you renew your mind so that it's close to the one who sent you, Almighty God, you'll be able to understand His perfect will for you. His perfect will for this life. Not propaganda, not what Chris Kumekucha is telling you, but the reality, the truth, the real truth. And after that, there is no other option but for you to greatly succeed in what you are sent to specifically do in this life. I hope this vital information will help somebody. I hope this vital information will open the eyes of as many people as possible, so that their life is never, ever the same again. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.